me cater to you. Let me cater to you. Let me cater to you. I wanna let you know, girl, that you live and I am what you do. I want me to reassure you, my life will be purpose without you. If I want it, I'm gonna ask you. Flying into you, challenge me for the better for you. Let me cater to you.
Hello everyone, and thank you for coming back to the channel. Okay, thank you for coming back to the channel, and welcome back to my house. Welcome to my house, and welcome to the channel. And remember, always, when you come over, hit that subscribe button. If you hadn't subscribed, like and share the video. And we have everything over here as alleged, because we don't know it to be true. We're basically just looking at other people that are on the news, celebrities that do their own deal and get in trouble about it. And you know the bloggers are going to catch it and they're going to talk about it. But what we do over here, we just chewing the fat, sitting down, relaxing, and discussing celebrities or life itself, or how the day had taken place for you all throughout the work day. But we're talking about, we're on a very complicated weekend where we have to decide whether we're going to celebrate it on the weekend that we are already in, or are we going to actually do what it make it do on 4th of July, which is Tuesday, which is a bunch of booty for the workers that work. But let's get into this article or interview that Barbara Walters did on Mr. Will Smith. And she questioned him about certain things that most people would not talk about because they were too scared or they were too shy. But Will Smith talked about it. And of course, this interview comes from earlier on. I think in the 90s, 1998, he had this interview with Barbara Walters. And just got to see what he got to say. Okay, hold on.
Only when I want to break the top 10.
Do you believe in aliens?
I think that there has to be something out there.
Do you believe in government conspiracies?
Oh, absolutely.
No, I'm serious.
No, definitely. No, oh my God.
No, I heard you did. Are you serious now?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm very serious. You can't tell,
you
can you?
Can't tell, no.
No,
okay.
That's sexy,
Wipe
though,
that
that you
smile
can't
off your
tell.
face. Okay.
You're attracted to me, I can tell. I know, it's okay. It's okay, though. It's okay. I deal with that all the time.
It's the jiggy in me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm.
I read that you felt that the government was deliberately spraying cold germs in subways, was deliberately trying to make people ill with the AIDS virus. This is pretty serious stuff. Do you really feel that?
Well, that's a good question. Well, I'm with Barbara Walters now. Oh, that's a serious one. Okay, so I got to, now, because people are going to chase me after this. People are going to chase me. I believe.
Now, what do you mean by they're going to chase me? They're going to chase me. Who are they going to? Who going to chase you, Will? Who are going to chase you over you giving an opinion on what you feel? Unless you're one of them people that firsthand saw it. Then I'd be like, okay, we probably wouldn't see you anymore. Okay? But evidently, they're letting you say and do stuff. But again, this is an old interview. And I know Will was tied up in Scientology with Tom Cruise and all of that stuff. So he may not be on the same team the conspiracy theories people are in at this moment. Okay? Because it's been a long time. It's what? 20 plus years. And nobody's really talking about it. But we are going to talk about it over here. Okay? Because we are also conspiracy theories. Or theorists, I should say.
That it is quite highly possible that the AIDS virus is a result of genetic warfare testing.
By American agents?
Absolutely.
Will.
Am I a conspiracy theorist? I'm a conspiracy theorist, all right. I didn't want to be a conspiracy theorist. I wanted to be regular.
Well, you're a little irregular. Serious stuff. Will, I wanted to ask you, can you make up rap just like that?
I used to be able to.
Can you do it
You're
now?
gonna put me on the spot, and I'm gonna look real dumb.
Okay.
Hip,
Can you do one for me? Can I have my own rap?
Can you have your own rap? Yes. Okay. Just off the top of the head.
Off the top of the head.
Off the top of the head. Off the top of the head. Sometimes you might spill. It ain't easy being me, Big Will. Barbara at the crib, cooling by the fire. Me and her chilling, about to take it on higher. That was a rewind, but that's okay. I've been away for a minute, but I'm here today. Getting a little jiggy with it. About to hit it. Funky, about to do it right. All through the night. With Barbara, we gonna have a little fun. That rap was kind of weak, kind of glad it's all done.
Yes, it was. Okay. Yes, it was. But Barbara, in her interview toward the latter part, she was like, "That's very serious, Will. That's very serious." I'm like, "Yeah, it is serious. He must be knowing the right people." Okay. Because I'm sure government agencies or government agency employees would have been at his door tapping on it, and if they couldn't get in that way, they probably would have broke the door down. Because when you incite something like a rebellion or insurrection, I think I said that right. I think it was when people get together and they fight for one cause because they're mad as hell about the situation. So I was watching Barbara's face, her expression, and it's more like she wasn't expecting him to go that way, or she wasn't expecting him to admit that, yeah, he believes in government conspiracies. He's a, what do you call it? A whistleblower in a sense. He's a conspiracy theorist. But, what he was talking about then, meaning the past, I don't really feel he meant to say what he said, or he regret what he said to Bob Walters. Because, the interview was really, really hard to find. And you had to go to different sites and stuff. But he was on our side. But now, I don't think so. After he slapped, Chris Rock and Jada, with her table talk, talking about Asina and Tupac. I'm like, why are y'all still together? Because evidently it is an open marriage that's going on here, allegedly. But I have seen Will taking vacation without Jada. And he seemed to be with some little lady. I don't know what. She might have been Dominican Republican baby. She just wasn't giving me the feel total black. You know what I'm saying? So he was out there touring or doing what he was doing, not touring like he's in concert, touring the city or the state that he was in, because he was unfamiliar with certain things. But I was like, okay, so you're not gonna be at night by yourself, but you're being close to this woman, but not close. You understand what I'm saying? And we influencers, we pretty much figured it out. Yeah, you and Jada got something going on, because ain't no way in the world this lady gonna be in your photos pretty much trying to hug up with you, and then you trying to get back, home to what you had left, which was Jada. But I just don't understand them. And God knows we don't understand their children. We really don't. And Will was talking about his first marriage. He should have stayed in his first marriage, to tell you the truth. It was his high school sweetheart. He had been for throughout 4 years or 5 years of elementary, put into high school. Not high school, I'm sorry, elementary going up to pre-K to 7th grade. then you graduate because you should be around 12 years old, and then you go to high school. Now, most schools today don't have that, or they do have that separation, but I don't know. It's a weird thing when you're talking about the government and things that happen that you're not privy to, and the government's not going to tell the individual, which are us, the full story on what happened. What happened? But going back to Mr. Will, we can finish up the interview. Let me see. Okay, we're back with the interview.
The only thing in my life ever that I consider a failure.
You have said that you didn't want this divorce, that even though that marriage was not happy, and your marriage now certainly is, you can see the difference, you would have stayed in it for the sake of your son, for the sake of Trey.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I stood up in front.
And that is that's a bad thing. That's a bad thing, but it's a good thing that Will wanted to keep the family dynamics, keep a black man in the house over his children, providing for them. The mother is staying at home because she's teaching them, she's nurturing them for their environment that they're going to have to be a part of later on down the road. So I liked at that point. I liked at that point. But let's go back to the interview.
Front of God and my family and friends, and I said, till death do us part, and if you don't mean that, then don't say it.
Do you remember the very first rap?
Everybody knew I was the hellified MC, and I wrote It was good, H-U-H. I wrote that. Yeah, that was my first rap. And I had my profanity. I had, my expletives,
Yes.
'cause I was young. I was writing my, 4-letter words and everything. And my grandmother found my rap book. And she wrote a little letter for me. She never said anything to me. I don't think we still to this day have ever talked about it. But she wrote a letter in the back of my book, and it said, "Dear Will, truly intelligent people do not have to use these types of words to effectively express themselves. So show the world that you're as smart as we all think you are. Love, Grandma." And from that point, I never put another profane lyric in any of my rhymes.
And what's that saying now that everybody's doing?
What? Oh, no, that's just truly getting jiggy with it.
Getting jiggy. Yeah. You think I'm getting jiggy with it, or do I strike you as being awful square?
No, you're truly the
I'm getting jiggy?
You're the jiggiest. You exude
You made me so proud.
jiggy essence.
You also object to people speaking ungrammatically and almost doing it deliberately.
I'm uncomfortable with people not learning, specifically black people. I think is hugely important to be able to speak properly. To be like people that are really rich that, is successful in basketball or boxing or something like that, the other night we were, because, when I like to play strong, and I come in, and I had dribbled it down the court, and I had shoot it, and I made the shot, and, after it had switched it through the basket, and they gave me 3 points for it.
And you hate that?
I hate that.
You would like them to say,
after $1 million, you can go take a lesson. After $1 million, you can get a speech therapist.
well, when you say this kind of thing, are you not concerned that some of your black friends or the black community in general doesn't say, who does he think he is, trying to talk like a white man, live a white man's life? You've heard this, haven't you?
Yes, no. And that was another thing that I always hated when I was growing up, that the black kids that speak well, other black kids call them white. You trying to sound white.
Yeah.
Speaking properly means you're trying to sound white. And I think that is so ridiculous. And that was my huge problem with rap music in general. Like, who the hell said it was cool to be ignorant? Whoever the most ignorant guy is sells the most records.
As you talk, I think, what a great role model. Do you think about, just pretend I didn't say it. Just take it all back. I had read that you look for certain trends when you choose movies. Is that so? What are the trends that you look for?
As far as movies, let me tell you the big secret.
Yes.
9 of 10 of the biggest films in history have creatures.
Not real people.
Right.
In addition to real people, creatures.
Into Jaws.
Yeah.
E.T.
Oh, yes.
Well, Independence Day now. You know,
Yeah.
2 out of Independence Day, Men in Black.
Yeah.
You know, but it's the films.
And that will conclude Will Smith and Barbara Walters interview. All right. Thank you guys. Bye.